I got a big one here. Get out. Oh no. Oh no. It's big. Oh look! Hurry! Holy cow! There's that gold right there.
No, shut up.
Yeah, man. That bright yellow gold.
Giggity!
Is that it? That's it, right?
Giggity goo, that's it.
Ha! I knew it was here somewhere. Man, oh man. Pete! Come look at this gold!
Hit pause on your...
Ramp down. Find gold.
Always.
See what it looks like. We're in some good stuff now.
Suspicious.
That might be gold, man.
Could be. Oh, there's a hole.
Oh, it's paint.
No, no.
It's yellow paint off the bar. What kind of gold miners are we? Dang it.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, there it is. Wiped it right off. Boy, I got all excited there. My eyesight's really going bad now, Pete. Holy moly.
You're just as good as Dan now.
Oh man, I got all excited there. All right, calm down.
Okay.
Let's get our rock out of this hole.
God!
Okay,
Eyeballs.
take two. There's a big chunk of vein. Oh, it's all broke up too. Now, what I really
just the way I wanted.
I really want to see if and where the mineralization is, because we've been finding it on both the hanging wall and the footwall. I don't see a lot on the hanging wall here. Let me break this guy open. Oh, hope that's not high grade. I blasted it all over.
It's paint high grade.
Yeah, I know. I'm never gonna live that down, am I? Ooh.
Got my heart rate up and everything.
I know, me too. Man, a little bit in there, but
Well, the good news is there's still galena,
yeah,
and it seems to be better the deeper we go.
yes,
So that's positive.
yeah. There's good looking stuff there, a little bit. I wish I knew. I mean, I didn't see any of this red stuff underground.
I think it's just because we're so close to the surface.
It's all oxidized right on the surface, but I don't know if that means it's good.
You're missing something though. You need to have this in it.
Yeah,
Need that.
this is this copper stuff. That green copper is a good indicator, which we're not seeing over here on this side.
Well, after our gold is not gold, it's actually paint from the pry bar, Jason started cracking that same rock, and we are now looking at really good galena. Right there. It's good.
And here's another piece of our big rock, and it seems like these red streaks are where the excitement is happening. Let's break.
Big grin on his face.
We need to see gold.
Down here. Yeah,
I
see?
can find it again a little bit over, but it is going down really fast.
I think that's nail in the coffin. We got a serious draw in the bedrock here,
Yeah.
so I don't know how fruitful it is to try to attack it.
It also looks like it's pretty pinched.
Yeah, it's thin.
I don't know, Pete, what do you think? Go another 10, 15 minutes and
Sure.
see what it looks like?
Let me go up to the
I can keep going till I have no more reach.
You can, yeah. You don't mind? Tell me where and I'll dig. Harry and I are working the vein over here, so we'll keep doing that. And might be about lunchtime after that.
I was talking about putting in a swimming pool, and he says a hot tub.
We're getting ore, that's what counts. Down here in the bottom, over by the shaft collar here. Veins coming down there. We did that all in the first video last night. The veins come down here and the surface is just diving. But we hit the vein here. We're gonna pick on it right here and see what we find. Here, Harry, film me doing work so they know I can do stuff. Now, let's see. I just want to scrape the footwall away. Here's vein. Here's vein. Is that vein?
The school for kids who can mine and dig good too.
It's not very wide, that's for sure.
It doesn't look terrible though.
No.
I might start cracking some of those open.
Some yellow stuff. Looks like, weren't you calling it rat piss?
Yeah, not really here. It's more like in the dump where the sulfides have oxidized, you get that like that yellow like highlighter color.
Uh-huh.
That's what I call rat piss. I think that's, yeah, that's galena.
What do we got here?
Here, upgrade.
Eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
Oh, there's galena right there.
It's nice to see it's continuous through the vein.
The galena?
Yeah, where it
Yeah.
gets kind of wide.
Yeah, and that pay streak may pinch and swell. Yeah, just get the good stuff. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, okay. If you can't see it, it's not 1 ounce per ton.
We haven't seen any gold yet.
No.
Saw some yellow paint I got excited about.
That's funny. That's never happened to me before.
I'm going to get some comments on that, I'm sure. I think that's the footwall right there.
At least we're defining the boundaries of the vein.
Yeah, there's that kind of
That
rotten,
ugly stuff.
rotten, ugly stuff
That's altered host rock.
right on the footwall.
Oh, is that green? Got some green right there. I think you need to scrape this away. That green
Yeah.
means something's going on there. Maybe it starts to widen right there. It's galena though.
It is.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something good down here, but like down in here.
It might be that yellow.
Yeah, it could be yellow paint too, so who, you know, don't trust me anymore.
Oh, wait a minute. Here, I'm gonna hand you the camera back.
Okay. Oh, close-up vein cam here.
shine to it.
That's what I'm saying.
Shiny. Wasn't that in Firefly? Shiny.
Shiny. Yeah, it's vein. Yeah, Pete, I think we dig the footwall out a little bit.
Okay.
And see if we can slab that vein down into the hole, and we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's not dull enough, but take a look at that speck. It looks like chalcopyrite.
Yeah, right by that brown weathered cube. Yeah.
But I have seen gold do that, but if I recall right, ours here is a little more silver in color.
It's weird that the pyrite next to it is all weathered and gross, and then you got that little yellow.
Yeah.
That
Suspicious.
might be gold, man.
Could be.
I think that might be a little piece of gold next to that weathered pyrite cube. I've lost all confidence,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that might be one to cut. You can see it so much better when it's cut.
Yeah.
When it's slabbed, it's amazing.
Well, the saw marks really show on the gold because it's so soft, and it just shines perfectly in the right light.
And you have that flat surface, you can reflect the light.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's good.
All right, let's bag up this little bit.
Bag it.
So there's a section of the vein here where you're getting a lot of green, a lot of this iron sulfide weathered out. The quartz is just super rotten. I mean, you just pick it apart with a hammer. But I want all this to come to the crusher. Get it to the crusher. Like, see all that green there? That's good. I like that a lot.
Oh, nice.
Vuggy rotten. Okay, let's get all this broken quartz in a bag.
I'm looking down the shaft.
Walk up and around and be able to get back over here.
Yeah,
This is the vein, which is nice and oxidized. And we're poking and we are poking in
I want to get that dug
from the west.
I want to get those holes dug.
Were you wanting to save that for
I think we're gonna have to leave this as a giant pillar.
so it looks a little
Keep
more
the integrity of this shaft.
intriguing?
We're digging
Like you said,
over there, going this way. So we'll leave.
Or the waste, I mean.
Yeah. So yeah.
We'll leave this, and then underneath. I'll back you out, give you context. The shaft portal's over there. Pete's working here. We just finished bagging everything. Back to work in this section, the west side.
Here's our little artifact pile. We were digging, found this bottle. It's kind of a cool old one there, huh?
Yeah.
It's like purple. It's like a light purple glass. I don't know if anybody knows anything about bottles. Leave me a comment down below.
Got some old square nail.
Square nails, those are cool. This is an unopened can of some mystery something. There's still stuff in it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's still water
maybe that's
in
a
it.
paint. Maybe it's like a stain or something. It might be a paint stain.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hand steel. Nice.
This
Yeah.
probably still works great too.
I bet it does. We can try it after lunch.
Road building. I think we found Pete's happy place.
All right, we're back at it here. Pete's exposed this thing all the way down that hole. We're gonna try and rip the footwall off and do like we did yesterday and just flop that vein down into the hole we're gonna make and see if we can find any high-grade spots. Wow, that's hard. So yeah, that's our plan now. Harry and I are gonna go over right behind where Pete's working in our other hole on the north vein and high-grade some vein quartz off of there so we can take it back and crush it. I'm down in Pete's hole here. We've got the vein right along here, comes down. This is some of that diorite or granitic intrusive stuff that we see on the footwall sometimes. And then the vein runs all the way down here. Harry and I are going to come in and just surgically remove the rest of the footwall, try to, and see how much vein we can expose. But we're getting into the good green stuff here. It's not very wide. I think it's wider down here. But we're just gonna peel everything back off we can. Pete will scoop it out of here and then we'll start pulling the vein in and see what it looks like. You got it more or less right down to the footwall of the vein here. Right along up there. So now we'll get Pete in here, get the rest of this junk out of here, and we'll pull the vein in. And I don't know, Harry, are we going to put down a bunch of bags and try and save a bunch, or do we just want to look at it?
Let's high grade it.
Just pull it in and
just rip it apart and take the stuff that looks great.
Take the good stuff. Here's a little bit wider view of what we've been up to. We're just flip-flopping back and forth now. Pete's working on the west section of the vein, trying to get that opened up a little bit more for us, because that's the widest part, has the heaviest sulfides, most intact, That's the best looking vein. And then here's the pit where Harry and I are going to jump down in there and pull that vein down. Okay.
All right, next hole.
Next hole.
Nice job, Pete. So you're looking at the altered host rock. Focus. The altered host rock, we're going to remove that. Pete's going to scoop that out, and then we'll attack the vein after that. Waste vein.
Oh, that's vein.
Very skillfully removing the altered rock on the footwall.
Trying to not get any vein. Like a real miner with a pick.
Yeah, but that's like the smallest pick I've ever seen.
All right, we're gonna try it. Start at the bottom here. I think that's where the vein is the widest. And we're just looking for high grade right now, seeing what the vein looks like. We're running.
Look at the size of that ant.
Huh?
Look at the ant.
Oh yeah, big wood ant.
Bite, 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 bite. Get out of there. Come on. You're in the wrong place.
Run ant. There you go. Saved him. We're running out of sandbags, so we're gonna use the 3 we have as a tarp. Again, just looking for high grade, seeing what we can find here. But the vein at the bottom of the hole here is the widest in this section, so we're gonna start there, see what it looks like.
Some blue.
So we're finding here, as we found in other places in the vein, there's a little veinlet, kind of junky, maybe a little diorite along the footwall, another little veinlet on the hanging wall, and in the middle there's this stuff that has the galena and the pyrite in it. So that's what we like. Here, that goes in the high grade bucket.
Go. Yeah, look, see, and then it pinched out, so now we're on the
better vein, or is it still?
Well, we're close to the surface of this thing, so
that should be the good stuff.
should. Oh, I went everywhere. Yeah, there's some in there.
Yep. Blue bucket.
So we know what that is.
Okay, everybody, watch Harry work. That's what you see on my channel, is Harry working. Should be the Harry working channel.
I don't feel like this is work right now.
You're having too much fun. Harry on vacation.
Don't tell my wife. I owe her a vacation. Where is it? There's a line.
Yeah.
Is the other one right there?
Maybe.
Eyeballs.
Eyeballs. It's not red like on the other side, but it still looks like that sugary texture.
Yeah.
Not as mineralized though.
We're playing with it too much, Pete.
How'd it go over there?
It's hard.
Hard.
It's just beating the machine up.
Yeah. Well, it's a rental.
Here's the right, or the northern portion of the double line running in the vein right here on the hanging wall side, and there's another line running right there. So this is galena, and it's peppered with some iron pyrites and some calco. And then obviously we got a decent iron staining in here for being so close to the surface, getting surface oxidized. One-handed operation here. It never works when I pull the camera out.
You want me to film you?
No, it's okay. I got it. Excited about sulfides, but considering the galena's here.
Very nice. Both sides. And that came out right up there?
Yeah,
Okay.
here, and then we have, this is that middle.
Perfect. I like this blue-green stuff. There we go.
Let's see what's in here.
Loaded?
Yeah,
Yeah.
reds.
Reds and galenas. High grade bucket. We're in some good stuff now. You got green here.
Yeah, we got a little bit of green right there.
Yeah. See if we can pull this little section off here.
We'll go.
Okay.
Oh, it's crumbly. It's not what I like to see.
Yeah, that big rock, that big red rock isn't.
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah.
Vein everywhere.
Rock down.
That's all right. What's that one look like? Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. Oh geez.
Not a sulfides.
Just sulfides.
Lots of irons.
Good sulfides though.
Yeah, good galena.
That's our indicator,
Yes.
supposedly. The oxidation on the surface.
Yeah. Copper.
Yeah.
Where's the gold?
Yeah, let me see a piece of that. Is that worth putting in the saw?
Either of these. This is probably your best candidate. But it's missing the blues.
Oh, that's okay.
It's got the line. See it?
Yep, double line.
My arm can't hold it anymore.
Yeah, oh boy.
I'm not strong enough.
Yeah,
It's got the double line.
that looks good. That might make a nice slabber there. Harry's got something he likes.
Yeah, that's gold.
That's in our little.
Oh, I can't do it when you're watching.
Well, some people have that problem.
And it's right there.
Okay.
Where's the other piece you just had? This one?
Yeah, in the bucket. The blues and the green. Look at that green halo around
Where's
that.
the one we go with the azurite? Azurite.
A lot of good stuff. That's the rich stuff, huh, Harry?
Okay, these scary little monsters, I think, are termites. So for all you bug nerds out there, these are termites, right? That's what I'm looking at. You do not want these in your attic. I don't know what, I think they're termites. Yeah, that's a termite. That one's in charge, I think. It's the biggest one.
All right, Harry's found a nice target here.
Oh, I'm gonna break it.
I'll break it if you want.
Yeah. Here, you should break it.
Okay. Here, you film me.
Okay.
Or you want to
Just hit it.
Okay. I don't want it to go everywhere.
It already did. I think it's on this knob right here.
Okay. I'll get your detector again and we'll wave it.
Trade you.
Get this big hammer out here.
It's both.
Yeah. It must be the sulfide.
He likes it.
It sounds good.
More on that. More right there.
It's everywhere.
Nothing. And then here.
That's right. That's right where we got that piece out.
Yeah.
All that comes out in a bucket.
This is where we had a good hit with the metal detector, so we will attempt to remove. Yeah, the termites are upset. They've evaded the high ground. Oh, it cracked. Blue? Yeah. This might be slab material. Just put it in the crusher.
Crush it.
It's super red. The one, yeah, that one.
This one.
That's the one That's the one we should definitely check.
What about this one? Because it was kind of looking like
That might be a bunch of mini golds.
is that
Paint.
paint?
Running down his paint. It's a
What's that?
my vision sucks. How many times am I gonna say that? I can't tell.
All right, this might be our best piece. Look at these big blobs of red.
Yeah.
All right, you want to break it?
Sure, I'll give it my best whack. Turn it this way. So when the metal chips off the hammer, it doesn't hit me in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I might need a bigger one.
Oh no, you can do it.
The hammer's bouncing off.
I have faith in you. Hey, look at there.
Not in half.
No. Wow.
Oh,
Look at the galena. That's shiny.
shiny.
Yeah, now let's turn it over. Oh, that's a pretty big rock.
See, we have this problem again where there's a sulfide, and the gold's in the sulfide.
Yeah. That's why we concentrate on the table and smelt it.
Yeah.
That can go on the slab.
We're getting much better.
Yeah.
Slab.
Why is our slab pile getting so big?
Well, we'll have choices, and then
We will. And then we can crush the rest. Yeah, that's what we want.
Okay, here we go.
That's the gold line. Dang, look at all that
I think we
galena.
might be getting close.
That is really good. Really, really good. We might have to. We're gonna fondle that one a little bit. All right, now we're on to mission number 2 here. There's this big dump pile here behind us. Park the trucks on it. Drive out on it. It's full of quartz. See here. There's a bunch of quartz in it. There's a bunch of sulfide-rich waste rock. Like that. And so what I want to do is get the little mini down here and dig some holes 2 or 3 feet down, and we're just going to sample all around that hole and send it off for assay. Because if this dump pile, even if it's running 0.2, 0.1 ounces a ton, there's roughly, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000 tons here. That could be a lot of value at $5,000 an ounce gold. So I want to know kind of roughly what's here. It's 30 feet deep at the deepest point, so I won't be able to get a really truly representative sample from the very bottom, but we're just going to take 10 samples around the top here and see what happens.
So this is kind of tough because you have to do a blind sample of this. You can't just like grab the nice looking stuff. You just have to like blindly grab it,
Yeah.
put it in a bag, and
Literally, like, you might just go through between the pile and the hole and just grab a handful and put it in a bag. Don't look. I don't even want you to look.
because my mind goes, quartz,
Yeah, exactly.
waste rock.
No, I want you to just grab a handful and whatever you get, put it in the bag. Don't look. Literally, close your eyes.
My hand only finds gold.
The reason it's so important to do it blind is because if you look and you subconsciously high grade, like Harry was saying, picking the quartz, you're only shooting yourself in the foot. You're making it look like there's more gold here than there actually is. And so you really, really want to be very, very confident that what you're getting is representative even if the grade is low, because you don't want to spend a bunch of money digging this whole thing up, sending it to a mill, and then when it gets to the mill, you realize, oh, I spent $1 million to get $800,000 worth of gold. All right, here we go. So I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna reach down and grab, put it in the bag. Don't look at what I'm doing.
I can't tell you how silly this looks.
I'm not going to fill the whole bag.
No, they only need like 2 pounds for an assay, right?
Yeah. But they'll take this whole bag and they'll grind it up and split it.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to have them do that for you. Nice.
Oh, yeah. And then I'll come over here and grab some of this pile as well.
Yeah, I think I got it.
You got it. You're a pro now.
Yeah, expert.
Okay.
Don't look. I know you're over exaggerating, but it's funny.
This is just how I sample, Harry.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I look when I sample. Okay, there's number 1. Yeah, man, this is half quartz. What is that? You got a hammer? Look at that juicy rock.
Wow. Can we slab that one?
Well, break it open first. Let's see if it's quartz. There we go.
Yeah, right on the edge there.
Yeah, look at all that. Sulfide-rich.
A little bit of quartz in there.
Yeah, and there's sulfides in the quartz. Break that open.
Huh, surface. It must have been like hanging wall or something.
Yeah, a little bit. Look at the sulfides. I mean, they're all... Look at that.
Yeah.
Now see, if that's running, the old timers didn't get that. They didn't care about that.
No, because they couldn't deal with sulfides.
They couldn't deal with sulfides. But if that's running 1/4 ounce a ton or 1/2 ounce a ton...
Even 1/10 ounce.
Yeah, yeah.
Mine dump?
Yeah. Oh yeah, if the mine dump's running 1/10 overall, but I mean, like if that wall rock is running good.
Well, it's all over the dump when I was down below looking. It's in the host rock.
Yeah, and there's quartz. That's quartz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that could be running 2 ounces a ton right there.
One could hope.
One could hope.
Screwing up your pile here.
You're gonna do it blind.
Have stuff done with that. Yeah, barren. That's why it's in the dump.
Yep.
Don't put that in the bag.
All right, this is as much for my records as everybody else, but we got 9 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Harry's an 8, and that'll be 9. So that's the order of the numbers. Don't keep your eyes closed. And I wanted to do that so I know that if the ones farther up in the valley are higher grade and the ones out here on the edge are lower grade, maybe there's only 2,000 tons of stuff that'll pay. Maybe it grades over the history of the dump, but it's always a good idea to just keep everything mapped out and in order, and that way we can use that data not just for an aggregate of the grade of the dump, but we can tell us maybe a little bit about history. Harry, put it in the bag.
I have my eyes closed.
It's quite entertaining watching him fill a bag without looking.
Yep. Half in the hole, half out of the pile?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do it the same every time.
Do it the same every time. Looking on the side of these holes, you can see there's more mineralized layers than others. There's a band of rusty stuff there, and then some more rusty stuff at the bottom. So it's not uniform. It's all whatever was coming out of the mine at the time. Some was better, some was worse. And now we're gonna fill in all the holes because we got our samples. Well, we leave Mr. Pete alone for 30 minutes while I went and scouted something, other prospect, the other end of the claim. And he's up here building the road, just like I asked him, right to the north vein. Let's go check on his progress here. Harry's standing on the vein. That's where we're trying to get to. And Pete's working his way right to us. You should be paying me.
Huh?
You should be paying me. You're having too much fun.
I am paying you with work.
How's this going?
Good. I'm still heading in the right direction, right? Right where Harry's.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, right there. I like road building. Road building's fun.
Plan is to be beside it.
Yeah. Well, and if we find something real exciting, in theory we could portal off right there. Ramp down. Find gold.
Always.
Man, I tell you, the amount of work that you can do with one of these little mini excavators is just amazing. I mean, in less than an hour, he scratched a road up here, has pulled all this side bank in, made himself a road. He's at the vein now, uncovering all kinds of new stuff. It's just great. It's just, I mean, it's fantastic. He just motioned to me. The vein looks real good and wide here. The three of us couldn't do this in a week by hand, and Pete did it in an hour with the excavator. All right, we got to get serious here. What's going on with this vein?
Both.
The vein looks good?
Yeah.
What do we got here? Ooh. All right. This is the footwall?
Yep.
Nice.
And it's showing right up there to your left.
Okay.
Right at that. Yep.
Right here?
Yep.
Yeah. And it must go up that way. This looks like a great place to portal off. Yeah, because I mean the vein kind of runs right through there, right up there. Yep, that's it. All right, guys, that's our wrap on day number 2. We had a great day. Day number 3 is coming up. I have some meetings I got to get to, so I won't be there. But we have Dan Hurd Prospecting, we have Mine Operator, and we have Standing Bear Logging that are all going to be up there for day number 3. So check out their channels to see what happens on day 3. I'll leave a link down below to everybody so you can check them out. We got a lot going on today, a lot of different YouTubers here. We got Dan Hurd here behind us. He's going to do a bunch of gold panning, do his rock thing. Myself and Bobby with How Not To, we're going to go down that shaft I showed you earlier. We got Harry with Mine Operator. He's going to be doing his thing with Pete from Standing Bear Logging. We got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of different videos being made. So be sure to check out everybody's channel so you can get different perspectives. And I'm not going to get everything that's going on today. So if you want the full story, check out those other YouTube channels. Pete is over here working on uncovering the portal on the north vein some more. So we're gonna go check in with him. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up, so let's get to it. They got this all dug out yesterday. Really did a lot of work. It looks a lot better than it did. What do you say, Pete?
I think I got that leveled out back there a bit.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
And I got this tore off for Dan.
For Dan, yeah.
It's sitting, there's a big rock back there, and I set it by that big rock up against the hill.
Okay.
Where nothing's been sloughing.
Nice.
But I think I found, if you notice that hard pan or whatever that clay stuff is.
Let's get over here and look. Yeah, okay.
I think that's natural. It looks like that rock layer's either it's coming down or that's all slough, but I'm not sure.
So where's our vein? Our vein should come right across.
Right about where I'm sitting, somewhere right here.
Somewhere over in this area.
Yeah.
That looks like a lot to dig.
Yeah.
I wonder too if you can dig some of this behind us and ramp down a little road, because it'd be great to be able to back a pickup truck right to where you're sitting. You could hide some material.
I'd have to move a lot to get it that wide.
Move a lot of what?
Material right through here.
Well, I'm saying fill it in. Go over the top
fill
of
it in.
with
Make
this
it
stuff.
higher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And just kind of ramp up to where you're sitting, just to have somewhere to put material too.
Yeah.
See, this is how it goes. You come up with a plan and then you just start implementing as fast as you can. You just, oh, I don't know, put it there. Oh, put it over there. Bobby came up to help us rappel down a mine shaft that I don't have the skills or experience to do it myself. And so he's gonna help me out and keep me safe.
I'll focus on the technical rope side of keeping you safe, and you focus on keeping me safe in an old mine.
Yeah, perfect. I'll give you a mine tour and you make sure we don't die falling down a hole. This is Bobby's first look at our hole here.
Okay.
I want to go down there. Actually, I don't want to go down there,
Yeah.
but I think you're going to make me go down there.
I want to go down there.
Let's look around. Yeah, let's move around. We can kind of see from different angles. I mean, I think the easiest is if we can get in here. But I don't know what's down there.
Yeah, all this loose stuff makes me very nervous. I like coming in from that side better.
Yep.
Let me just pull up that fence over there.
And you're talking anchor up somewhere over here and
Yeah.
then rappel down that face instead of knocking this loose stuff over here down on us.
Yeah, like every time we moved or weighted the rope, it would knock stuff down on us.
I don't like that.
No.
Lots of knocking on your hard hat.
Yeah. Dan, are you coming down with us?
God, no.
Dan says, no, thank you.
You're nuts.
I've been trying to talk you out of this for 2 weeks, and yet here you are. We'll do something even if it's wrong here. Hopefully not too wrong. Oh,
That one actually rolled pretty good.
Dan, you hit it just in the right spot.
Whoa.
How far do you think that was?
Probably at least 100.
100. That's what I was going to say. 100 feet.
And how far do you think it goes down?
Supposedly it goes down 300.
300.
And 2,500 foot of passageway?
Yeah. And I don't know if that's just horizontal workings, if that's, 300 feet.
How much gold did they take out of this?
I've heard different reports, but somewhere between 5,000 and 7,500 ounces.
Wow.
And I don't know if that was just this hole or this hole and that hole and maybe the one down the hill. I'm not sure where they aggregated it all from. Bobby, it looks like you're getting geared up.
Getting geared up. We're going to use that bush, which there is a lot of biomass there. Not all of it's alive, but there's a lot there. And we're going to go down the rock face there. And if I feel like I need to, I'm going to add in some bolts for an anchor.
Nice. And we'll get a view here from the safety side of this fence on what he's talking about. So he's going to start at the bush, go under the fence, maybe anchor on his way down, and then down into the bottom, wherever that goes. All right, we're doing it. I'm not sure how exciting this is going to be. Hopefully not too exciting.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm gonna switch devices.
We got comms checked. Bobby's all ready to go. Here we go down the hole. Huh.
Yeah, definitely. There's shafts over there.
There's shafts over there too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my.
It looks like they have some kind of beam rigged with a rope anchor for a drop there.
Really?
That means
Yeah.
someone's explored it.
So there's a what do you call it? The horizontal.
A stall?
There's a stole, and then there's a looks like a 6x8 laying on top of it, and then it's in the rocks here, and then there's a large 3-strand rope attached to it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to move these rocks.
Okay. Can you see down the shaft from where you're at? Is it?
Not really. I'm going to toss a pebble.
Okay.
It's got to be another one of those raises, you know, or the winds.
Yeah, it sounds like it slopes that way, but it impacted on what sounded like dirt.
Oh,
Okay.
I see planks. Jason, that's been stoped. You see the planks past his head?
Yep.
Yeah, it's been stoped.
Does the drift keep going, Bobby? Way back into the,
No, it's like 15 feet and stops,
and then it goes down.
and then it goes down.
Oh, really?
Like it reverse stair steps down.
Oh, okay. Cleaning maintenance. What does it look like right below you?
Ugly.
So it's like a 90-foot drop right here.
90.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, there are horizontal pillars, rock stoles basically,
Okay.
that go that way that I think Harry was able to see. But it doesn't look deeper over there, but it's hard to tell.
Okay. So I've got to decide if I want to do what he's doing. I think I do.
But this is very mellow at this point.
Very mellow, he says.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's all about perspective, Bobby.
Yeah.
All right. There he goes.
The hole goes down a far way.
I know. I'm not wild about this. But I do like exploring underground mines. And this is the only way to get in. So I'll probably end up going down that hole. It's mellow. Bobby said it's mellow. It's no big deal. Bobby's down the hole doing some exploring. Sounds like he's finding good stuff.
This is the tunnel near the tunnel heading south. So Miller High Life right there.
Harry and Dan are over here by the trucks doing some panning. They're being real cryptic about what they're finding. Said, hey, I've got something to show you, but wait till Bobby comes up. So, and then Harry's getting all weird about it, which I think means they've panned out some pretty darn good stuff. But we're gonna wait for Bobby to come up and then we'll all go take a look. And then I think I'm going down that hole. Down about 100 feet, there is he says no more shafts going down from where you can see, but there's a scree slope in the stope to the west that he's going to try and scramble up, and it looks like there's a adit going, what do you call it, drift? A drift, crosscut and drift, yeah, drift going towards the trucks. He said there is a crosscut going towards the excavator.
No kidding.
So there may be workings on
Towards
the
that
north
vein.
vein underneath. And then he said there's a little bit of workings going off this way. But he said he can see 30 feet. It sounds like he's pretty small. You have to crawl through it, but he says you can see 30 feet to the north.
They crosscut.
They crosscut from this shaft into that vein.
So that means there's a high probability that the north vein decline access will be able to get access to these workings and not need to use this shaft.
Yeah.
And your thought earlier that vein is the richer vein might be what they thought too. Maybe they went down on this, didn't find as much, and decided we were doing better on that. Let's go over to it. So there could be good big workings.
On
20,
the other
20
side.
feet back that way, yeah. 40 feet back, 80 feet back, whatever that is.
Yeah. Can't wait to get his report. Let's see what we can see here. Oh yeah. Here he comes. That's not too bad. And for those of you at home, don't do this unless you know what you're doing. Bobby at How Not To knows what he's doing, and that's the only reason I'm going down this hole. So if you do anything like this, make sure you have the experts and just be safe about it. You made it.
Yep.
Do I have to go down there now?
I think you'll appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sold. Bobby's just come up. He gave me a little report, but I'm gonna make you guys wait until I get down there to see what is down the hole. But now we gotta go over and see what Dan's getting all excited about. And I hear Pete ripping on the south vein again, so let's go see what he's doing. Here's Pete working on the south vein. Getting her ripped open for us. Dan has something.
Come have a look.
Dan has something he wants to show us.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So I think the best is for me to take your camera from you
Okay.
and put it on you.
Okay. It's cryptic, but okay.
Yeah. Here, yeah, let's leave that tilted so it hides the evidence for a second.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, this is your mine. You do the honors. Have a look.
What is this?
This is off the bottom of the hot pocket up there.
Just this stuff?
This stuff.
Just the rotten quartz.
The rotten quartz just pulled out by hand off the bottom.
And like a half a pan or a pan's worth?
It's actually a couple pans in there now. but-
Okay. Holy crap!
Jason, congratulations. You're now expert in rappelling.
You don't want to go down there with Jason?
I can do it. I can manage my fear, but it's... I say a lot of stupid when I'm afraid, so...
I'll just straight up say no.
Watch out for snakes. I don't see any snakes. I didn't see that first one either, so...